ESPN's racism to avoid racism. So recently, the brilliant minds of ESPN decided to remove broadcaster Robert Lee because he has the same name as one of the Confederate generals, Robert E. Lee. How brilliant is that? Even though the Robert Lee, the new Robert Lee, the broadcaster Robert Lee, is an Asian American man. But because it was very important to ESPN not to offend the left and not to be racist, they removed him, they punished him for something that might have been offensive years ago. As I said, brilliant minds, right? Now, this is terrible. At the same time, hilariously stupid, but it also reminds me of another part of history outside of America, referring to 1979 Islamic Revolution in Iran. Back then Iran, today Islamic Republic of Iran, right? Here's what happened. As soon as revolution was over, as soon as Khomeini, the supreme leader, took over, as soon as the country became 100% Sharia and Islamic, here's what came out. Every person who had a certificate of an Iranian certificate needs to come in, change their last names. If their last names are Persian or Iranian, they have to come in and change their last name to an Islamic or Arab last name. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Ask Iranian people. They'll tell you. They actually banned one of the most famous actors of our time, Jamshid Arya, because his last name was Arya, which comes from Aryans, right? It was KKK last name. So they had to force him. So they banned the guy from working as an actor until he would change his last name. Wow, déjà vu. That is déjà vu. A broadcaster is fired because of his name. An actor back in Islamic Revolution was banned from acting because of his name. You see, people, as ridiculous and as funny as it is, it's the reality of our time. This is what's happening. They are done with taking down statues in our history. They are done with banning American flags on our schools. Now, next step is what? Your name is offensive? Like, are you serious? What is next? Probably we all have to go and get some sort of Sarsour last name, which is more of an Arabic last name, so it would soothe their narrative. Or have you noticed all the mainstream channels having at least one hijab-wearing woman as a reporter on their channels? So that isn't offensive. That is so cool. That is empowering women in hijab. But poor Robert Lee gets fired. Yeah, that's definitely very, very, very productive for our country today. You see, I personally was thinking, yes, Robert Lee, the broadcaster, was one of our biggest threats today. You know, he was more scary than the jihadis. I mean, having Robert Lee broadcasting a football season opener, it can't even compare. Like, I don't, you know, I'd rather wake up to a bombing in some sort of marathon or two buildings coming down, rather hearing Robert Lee, God forbid, does any reporting on the sports. Get over yourself, people. Get a grip. This country is at war, and we're all going crazy over somebody's name. Who cares? Name is a name, you know. I care, actually. Yeah, every time I hear Sarsour, I go like, but do I go after her name? No, I don't. Because nobody cares. We gotta go after their actions. Anyways, yeah, I am sorry, Mr. Robert Lee. As an American, I would like to apologize to you. I personally have absolutely no issue with you or your work or your name. I'm sorry our country has gone so mad and so dumbed down that they would do such thing for you. I wish you all the luck. And make sure to subscribe to my channel.